Hi, my name is Monty Olenberger. In the spring of 2009, I suffered a massive brainstem stroke that left me completely debilitated. I could not walk. I could barely talk. I was basically a paraplegic. They had to pick me up out of my hospital bed with a machine, put me in a bathtub. People had to bathe me. I couldn't swallow any solid foods. I could barely swallow any liquids. My internal medicine specialist approached me after third or fourth day and said, you're done. You're dying and you're not going to make it. And I didn't know what to do. I had vertigo so bad I couldn't walk. If I sat up in bed, I would fall over. If I lifted my head, looked backwards, I would fall down. I had no feeling on my right side. Left side of my face was completely numb. I had a fallen cheek and a droopy eye. I was a mess. I was really a mess. And they released me from the hospital and said that, look, what you've got is what you're going to be. There is some hope, of course, that over time you will improve a bit, and you need to start physiotherapy. And I started physiotherapy with a really progressive thinking young physiotherapist who worked with me for 2 or 3 days and said, I can't help you. And everything was gray and didn't know where to go. And I suffered like that for just over 4 years. And a good friend of mine introduced me to a company called Q96 and a product called Q96. I started on the Q96, and after 3 weeks, my wife thought she saw improvement. I was daily headaches, couldn't function, had no balance, starting to get fairly depressed after this amount of years. 4-year-old son at home, I couldn't play with him. I couldn't go out and throw a ball. I just couldn't do anything. And my buddy started really pushing me that he felt this product would help me. And out of frustration one day, I finally said, okay, I'll do it. So I started taking the Q96, and after a period of 3 weeks, met up with this fellow again with my wife, and she said, I think he's starting to improve a little bit. And before we'd gone into the home, I said, look, don't say too much, okay? I said, maybe I feel a little bit better, but let's not get our hopes up. And we had dinner together, and I told him I'm going to continue taking the Q96. And we went home, and approximately 4 or 5 days later, I all of a sudden felt it was like somebody lifted a curtain from the front of my eyes, or my head was in a fog, and the fog was gone. And I started to think really clear, and I hadn't been able to work for the past 4 years. And all of a sudden I started feeling energy and excitement again, and I can talk to people, I can visit with people. I hadn't been able to do that. 9 o'clock in the evening, and I just wanted to sleep. And my sleep pattern was, if I closed my eyes, I was asleep. It didn't take minutes, it was seconds. And I was always physically exhausted. It was like my life had turned around. Tears, and I just couldn't explain what had happened. I'm excited again. I want to work. I want to get out. I want to meet people. I want to talk to people. We had dinner parties. I could stay up till midnight, 1 in the morning. I could get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I could work. It was a complete turnaround of my life. And I've continued taking the product today. I am working again. I am functioning as a normal person again. I'm playing with my son. He's jumping all over me. I'm carrying him on my shoulders. We are a new family. And I can, without any doubt whatsoever, tell you this was completely because of the Q96. And I met with my doctor just 2 days ago. I explained to him. He was surprised. I am just going to start a workout cycle with a personal trainer. My doctor is completely blown away. And I said, I am starting this program this week. And he said, well, I think you need a stress test. And I told my doctor, I said, I have no stress left in my life. And I've contacted a personal trainer. I will start working out on a bodybuilding cycle. Looking forward even to competing. I'm a man with a new life again.